One.
Well, welcome everybody. Today we're going to try something new here at Latko Wealth Management. As you know, 2020 has just been a real bear of a year, and today we're just going to try and make you laugh a little bit, if that's possible, what's going on. We've been quarantined down for so long, nobody's seeing anybody. It's just tough, but Tiffany's going to introduce here somebody we think you'll like today, and I hope you have a lot of fun with this.
So welcome everybody. We are so glad that you are here. Today we have the very special pleasure of welcoming Brett Walkow to our stage. So Brett Walkow has been in the comedy business for over 25 years. He's performed along the likes of Melissa McCarthy and Jimmy Fallon. He has appeared on The Tonight Show and in Seinfeld's movie Comedian. He even performed in Las Vegas at the MGM and Harrah's casinos for over 11 years. And he's done a 200-episode celebrity talk show with guests including Kevin Nielsen, George Wallace, The Simpsons, and Family Guy. So we hope that you're ready to laugh in the next 45 minutes, and we're so excited that you're able to join us. Please welcome me into introducing Brett Walkow.
Hey, no, please, sit down, please. All into the 5 of you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This is weird, isn't it? This is comedy shows now. I'm gonna talk. It's like I want to talk to you, but I want to talk to you. Can I get real close? Can you see me? Yeah, no, actually, this is really fun for me. This is really fun for me because I get to get out of the house. I've been doing comedy from my living room, which, okay, this is fun now. You gotta understand, like, now I have a handle on it. Now I know what I'm doing. But when you first do virtual shows, you think, all right, just do my thing, do my jokes, and all right, I'll look in the camera. I've done TV, done film, how hard can this be? I'll just do my jokes. And so the first show was for a law firm. Feel free, laugh. Yes, because they're all really. You deal a lot with lawyers, though. Should I be making fun of lawyers? Is that bad? Nope, because you just take their money. No, so I'm doing this law firm, and they're all sitting there on Zoom like this. They're like. And I'm like, all right, I can get a crowd. I got this, right? And so I go in like with one of my really strong bits, right? And I don't realize, because this is new to me, that I won't be able to hear them. So I hit my punchline and nothing, because everybody's on mute. So I'm like, and you can't see they're just sitting there, right? So I'm trying to do my show and I am sweating. You can't see that I'm just sweating because I'm in my living room, and I'm just like, okay. And so I'm just trying to barrel and make it through the show. And then I survived and got off. But yeah, this is much more fun. Well, it's more fun because there's people here. Being a comedian, I get to play. I mean, look at that smile. Look at that smile. I could just roast her the entire show. Why do I have a feeling they pick on you in the office, Tiffany?
They do.
They do? Yeah?
I'm the bubbly girl.
You're the bubble. She's the bubbly girl. Bubbles?
My clients actually call me Bubbles.
Who does?
My clients, they actually call me Bubbles.
Your clients call you Bubbles?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I want to be one of your clients. Why do they call you Bubbles? Just because you're so personality filled?
Yes. I have so much energy on the phone, and they just I don't know. I just love all my clients. So I'm so happy to talk to them.
In case you couldn't hear that, she says she loves all her clients. In case you're watching. The Tiffany's never comes up on the bottom of the screen. For Latko Wealth Management, call Tiffany. Forget David. Just call Tiffany. Well, David's kind of bubbly.
Yeah.
David's kind of bubbly in a dapper kind of, well, tip my hat sort of way. Now, how's that? Now, there's people related, right? So, because I noticed there's the Latko last name, yes?
Yes.
So you're the grand poobah.
They're not famous.
Yeah, us two in the band are not related.
You two are not?
This one, and this one are related. And there's one.
How are you all related?
I'm married to that one.
Okay. Okay, in case you couldn't hear, she just goes, I'm married to that one.
He's gonna come back with something, but I better look out.
And
Daughter.
daughter, I had a feeling. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to make sure. It's a daughter, mom and dad. Oh, it's a family
And the
company.
one who was here was on the phone with somebody.
And
Her
it was
son.
the son.
Son?
Yeah.
Apparently the son doesn't care about what we're doing in here.
He's doing the important stuff.
Oh, he's doing the important stuff. We get
Very important.
you get to hang out with the clown while he's taking care of the client. That's going on.
Semi-important.
Semi-important. Well, it's nice. I love a family company. My dad, he ran his own company, you know, and I'm very big. It's one of the reasons I moved out to the Midwest, because family and, you know, people work together. And I was living in Los Angeles, the town of people, not the exact opposite. But I wrote down some stuff for you all today for my comedic TED Talk. And I wrote it down because, seriously, sitting at home for the last like 6 months, it's you know, you get a lot of new material. And even coming here, I got some new material. I realized I don't think I know how to drive anymore. I literally have turned into like a high school kid, like trying to drive, you know, because, well, first of all, Chicago's new to me. Like I said, I'm from Los Angeles. And so I moved out here, and you guys have something that we don't have in Los Angeles: weather. You laugh, but you don't understand, like harsh weather right now in Los Angeles in the middle of winter is like, it drizzles really hard, and then they come on the news and they're like, Storm Watch 2020, stay in your homes, it's drizzling. They really do. That's like not even a comedy bit. And so I came out here, and first of all, when I first moved out here, I had a 2004 Honda Civic. Anybody? No? You're in wealth management. You're like, what's that? So I had a 2004 Honda Civic, and it's a flashy car. So you got to understand that driving in snow, you should have to pass a test. They just let you come to Chicago and go, yeah, well, you know, whoever, if you move here, you'll figure it out. No, driving in snow is terrifying. And I'm in this little tiny Honda Civic, and I had a gig in Iowa, and 3-hour drive to Iowa. And I'm like, all right, you know, whatever, you know, look. And to me, you got to understand, snow is, my perception of it is what I see in the movies. You know, like in all these movies I would see, it would be snowing, and it's, you know, all white, and a mother comes out on her porch in a sundress with hot cocoa, and she's like, come on, kids, let's play. And everybody's like, yeah, and it's fun. And, you know, no, first of all, it's freezing. And then driving, again, in the movies, people are just driving, they're waving, you know, toss a little snowball or something. I'm literally on the highway like this. And I'm, yeah, she's like, yeah, right? And first of all, this thing happens. I don't understand this. My car just decides it's going to drift back and forth. I'm like, I'm holding it steady, right? I know this is a crappy 2004 Honda Civic, but I am holding it steady, right? And I'm doing this on the highway, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And I'm like, I'm trying to hold on. And then as I'm trying to hold on, rocks are being thrown at my car from the sky. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you call it hail. It's very close to the word hell, because it's like hell is happening. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to hold on for dear life as rocks are being thrown at me. And then a truck comes by, and a wave of snow snot covers my car as I'm holding on for dear life. I literally didn't need a hotel. I got a hotel and stayed overnight in Des Moines. I think it was Des Moines, because I did not want to drive back. Oh my God. So yeah, so driving here, I realized I'm like, even in this weather, I'm like, I've been sitting at home so much, right? That like, so do you guys, you're in the office most of the time?
We're essential.
Okay, so basically, so how does this work exactly? Like, so you're the 6 that get suckered into the office, and everybody else is at home drinking in their pajamas? That's you. How does that work? Is it a lottery? Like, who has to come to work this week? No?
We're the whole
Yeah,
office.
this is it.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, so who am I talking to there?
Clients.
Oh, clients.
Oh, so behave.
Oh, they're so great here at Luluco Wealth Management. They're my favorite. Oh, I thought I was talking to other employees. Okay, so, wow, so this is really nice. Look at what they're doing for you. They're throwing on a comedy show for you. I thought it was for all your employees. Well, oh, that's really nice. You should just sign up to, and the Tiffany's never comes on the bottom again. There you go. There. You can do that graphically, right?
Figure it out.
Oh, you'll figure it out. All right. Speaking of, I am saying it right. Latko? Yeah,
Yep.
I'm Walkow. So I
Very
figured,
close.
yeah, so we're close. I Googled you. And it's funny seeing you now, like you literally, you get on the front page and it's just, it's like your Forbes picture right on the front page. You look good. You look good. Yes. What?
That's kind of hot.
He's kind of nice. Mom just won herself back. Second ago, she was going, meh. Now she's like, yeah, that's how I made her. Don't worry, we're keeping it PG-13. Now, see, what's funny right now is like, you have that look on your face, David, like I'm going to roast you. I'm not going to roast you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah? Well, like, your son's not in here to protect you, basically. It's 2 against 1 right now. It's daughter and mom, and he's like, I'm just going to keep quiet. Just going to keep quiet.
Just a fist here.
I hope that's not for me. Yeah, it's the body language. It's right. The daughter and mother over here like, He's like, keep it up, clown. Keep it up. I got your paycheck. But I did. I Googled your company, and you guys are kind of awesome. You really are. And I was like, wow, they really do a lot that I don't understand because I don't have a savings because I'm a comedian. But no, there's all okay. I only had one comment on your site, and I was looking, and there's this video that comes on, and I'm sorry, just I gotta say, like your video ad, you gotta bring it. This is 2020. In your video, it's very like ding, da, da, ding, ding, ding. Wealth management, ding, da, da, ding, ding, ding. Here's an arrow to make money if you want, ding, da, da, ding, ding, ding. Uh-oh, I'm not making money. That's an arrow down, ding, da, da, ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, you know what? You guys gotta modernize. You gotta because the TikTokers, those are the ones that are the wealthy ones now, right? That's the wealth management. So you gotta pick it up. You gotta have a video, where it's like, oh yeah, Latko 1 2 1 2. Come on, wealth management. Hit it. What? You diversify your portfolio. Cash flow. Break it down. Dynamic planning. Yeah, girl, I want to be your financial advisor. 24/7, 365. What? Thank you. That's what it would be if you did a rap video from 1985. Yeah, that's how old I am. I say rap. Do they still say rap? I'm listening to that rap music. You know what that voice is. But yeah, good. I'm glad you laughed at that. It's like I wrote that. You're saying I hadn't met you yet. By the way, so clients to be or clients, these are very nice people. They're very fun people. I literally arrived, and I'm not saying that to suck up because I already have my paycheck. But They're very fun. They're very fun. Like, as soon as I walked in, would you like a water? This is our office. Come and be part of the family. And it's nice, right? It's nice to be around people like that. I didn't know that, though. I wrote this rap, and I'm like, they might think I'm mocking them. They might be really stumped. Well, yeah, I mean, I was. But they might. And here comes the sun. Hey! Aren't you a tall drink of water?
It's like the 8th time someone said that to me.
What'd you say?
It's like the 8th time someone said
Like the
that.
8th today?
Just today.
No. Do you have full body Zoom? Why are people saying you're a tall drink of water? Well, you are a tall drink of water.
Thank you.
So who wins in an argument, your mom or your dad?
Everybody loses.
I want to come over and high five you for that answer. He just said, he goes, everybody loses, including me. Well, good to have you at the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We felt a little bad. I was like, come on, why's he got to be in the back? I just picture you like in those old cartoons with a big bag, just of wealth with money, just. They're enjoying the comedy show and cookies. All right, so what else are we going to talk about? And so that's what I was saying right before you screwed up the show and walked in. No, I was saying they're fun. You guys are fun, and this is fun for me because I was like, you don't know if the material's going to go over, and they're going to be like, get kind of angry at me and just sit there and go, yeah, keep it up, keep it up. But I also, I wrote down, like I said, there's new things that are becoming, part of my life, which become part of my act, and the whole thing, like Zoom. Like, are you tired of Zoom? Are you enjoying Zoom?
I still like it.
You still like it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired of it.
You're tired of
I
it?
like seeing clients. I love having clients in the office, and not to see them is sad.
Aw. Tiffany gets sad when you're not here. Once again, call her for financial advice. That's going to be the running gag the whole show. You better learn that graphically. Yeah, the whole Zoom thing, at first it was, it got a little exhausting because it's just everybody, because here's the thing is you can't slack off like you used to, right? It used to be like, all right, I'll just sit in the back during the meeting, and I'll just, or, little Kahlua and my coffee, or, and the littlest thing, I literally caught somebody on Zoom picking their nose. It was like they thought they were in their car, like people in their car think they're in their car bubble. And no one's going to see them just digging and just mining away. There was somebody on Zoom. I was doing my show and I'm talking to them on Zoom and somebody's just sitting there it was like a thumb. Right? Enjoy your dinner. And so I was like, oh my God. I was like, and that's one of the things about Zoom is you can't slack off. You can't do the things. You can pretty much not wear pants. I'm glad that's not happening here. But yeah, you can not wear pants. And people, have you noticed also people, they've stopped caring about their appearance? Yeah, they did at first though. Everybody would come on Zoom, full face of makeup and a thing to hear, and then jammies and slippers, but here up. And now people are just nappy hair, and like a t-shirt, with a jacket. Anybody see anything really weird? No?
So far, no.
So far, no?
No.
Well, that's because you're in wealth management. Nobody's going to show up in a wife beater give me advice. You guys got advice for me? I need to diversify my beer portfolio. I need to get from Budweiser to Sam Adams. I don't even know what that accent was. What else? Webinars. Yeah, webinars and everybody having their live events. Do you do a lot of webinars?
Yeah, good amount. Couple so far.
Couple so far?
You're one of them.
What? I'm one of them? Sorry. I hope you learned something today. This is what happens when you don't diversify your portfolio. Webinars. Yeah. No, the funniest though is like at first, like there was a big boom, when everything happened. Everybody was doing a webinar. And so I would get these emails and I was interested. And I was like, all right, maybe I could learn something from this one or that one. And then you don't realize that there's people like just having Facebook live events trying to be like a webinar. And I didn't realize this. I got an email and I was like, all right, this seemed kind of cool. And so I clicked on it and it's just some dude in his living room he's like 45 in like a gaming chair, which I don't quite understand, right? And he's got his little headset. Why are you looking at her? Does she have a gaming chair?
Not here, not here.
Not here? Are you just, she just busted out Call of Duty as soon as she gets off work? So he's in his gaming chair, right? And I swear he had a bag of chips and he's just talking. And I'm like, all right, what is he talking about? And I was like, oh, he's talking about nothing. He was just talking about his day, right? And then he starts giving advice on like, the business, it's this company thing. Anyways, so he starts giving all this advice stuff. And then I look down at the screen and I go, oh, he's only got one viewer. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm the one viewer. And then I thought, wait a minute. What happened before I came in? Has he been sitting there? I looked down, it's been going on for 45 minutes. I'm like, is he been talking to himself, giving a webinar to himself on nothing for 45 minutes? And then I felt bad, right? And I'm like, well, do I leave? I'm like, this poor guy sitting in, and I'm like, I'm his one viewer. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, somebody else will pop in. No. So I felt bad. I'm not kidding. I left the room and left my computer on. So he would be like, I did it. I have a viewer. It's the truth. It's what people do. What else? I love pranks. I love doing pranks. I don't get to do them live as much as I used to right now. Hopefully next year. But I got booked for a company show, and a really nice company. And so I'm doing their company show. I was at Archon, great company. So I'm doing Archon's show, right? And they didn't tell the employees that I was coming on to do a comedy show. I didn't know that. I was a surprise, right? So about, 15 minutes before, I'm on the phone, like somebody like you, and I'm just, coordinating everything. And they told me that. They said, so yeah, they don't know you're surprised. So what do you want us to say? And I went, tell them I'm a motivational speaker. She goes, no, your intro. I go, no, tell them I'm a motivational speaker. And she started laughing. She's like, okay. And so credit to her. She was awesome. She came on. She goes, we have a special guest today. He has spoken at seminars for Apple, for Citibank, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And she's like, please welcome motivational speaker, guru, Brett Walkow, right? And I come on, right? And I'm like, and I see everybody in their little boxes, right? And I'm not exactly sure what to do because, I've done something like this live, but I'm like, they're in their little boxes. They're not together. So I'm like, all right, how do I get them? How do I get them good? And I'm like, so I go, hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great out there. I know you're home alone right now. So right now, I want to give you a virtual hug. I go, this is going to seem a little weird, but we're going to bring everybody together to motivate you today. And I'm like, everybody say, motivate, yeah. And all these people in their little boxes go, motivate, yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is going to work. And I'm like, so I'm dreaming up stuff as I'm going. And I'm just like, okay, I go, so first, I want us, since we can't be together, I want you to give yourself a hug. Everybody give yourself just a little huggy hug. Give yourself a hug. And in these little boxes, everybody's doing this, right? Everybody's doing this, right? And I'm like, okay, today is all about motivation. I want to teach you how to motivate from your own home. So I want you to stand up, everybody, and we're going to walk into our lives, And all these people are in front of their computers, and they're doing this because they're afraid that so all these people, and I'm like, and I want you to say, I am motivated. And they're like, I am motivated. And I'm like, I can do it. And they're like, I can do it. And I go, and I'm stupid because this guy's a comedian. And they go, I am stupid. Wait, what? Oh, it was the best. Right then and there, they all were like, and half of them figured it out, and the other half didn't quite know what was going on. That was the best, the double, triple best part. Right at the end, I had to because they're sitting down, and I'm like, oh, I think part of them are still waiting for something. Like that was me going, no, you're stupid. You're okay. You know, you are motivated. And then we had fun, thank God, because I wanted to get paid. I wish I could have done that to you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I had David up here and I'm just like, so, give me a hug. Would you look like a hugger? Yeah?
I don't think so.
You just said, I don't think. And the way he said it too, you're very George Clooney. He goes, I don't think so. I'm gonna sip my virtual martini. What did you say?
Bingo.
Bingo! All right, what else fun do I have to tell you? Well, here's the thing. I get booked on obviously a lot of different type of, shows. And everything from, kids shows to, I was telling her, charity events, to really dirty whiskey bar shows, which, by the way, I actually had a company show where I showed up, and they were a trucking company. And I was, you usually have to do it PG-13. Why is that funny?
It's not PG-13.
Right. No, it wasn't. I was all, because pretty much 99% of my corporate comedy, company shows are PG-13. So I show up, and they're like, come have a whiskey shot with us. I'm like, no, I don't drink before the show. Thank you very much. So they're like, what? We all drink. And I look around the room, right? And I'm not kidding. It's like, I literally saw one dude in overalls and a suit jacket. And I'm just like, oh, this is going to be fun. And I'm like, so, they didn't, we coordinated beforehand, talked about, I wanted to learn a little bit about you and prepare some stuff, for you, because here at Latko, they care about you. Call Tiffany. No, they didn't prepare me. So I got there and I said, so I planned some stuff. I thought I'd talk about this and that. And they go, what? No, we saw your show online. Talk about all that sex stuff. And I'm looking at the audience and I'm like, there are families and stuff in the audience. And I'm like, I don't think I should do that stuff. And they're like, no, you should. And what am I stepping on? Oh, my pen. And so, they totally were for it. And it was a very dirty, weird show. Cause I was felt like censoring myself. I felt like, is this appropriate for you? Are you sure? But I know how to be clean and how to be dirty. I have a variety of material throughout my life, but I got booked on a show for a church, and they brought me in, and I have a very, one second, I don't want to step on this again. So they brought me in, and I'm there, and I'm excited, and one of the pastors comes up to me, and he's like, can I speak to you for a second? And I said, sure. And it was about 15 minutes before I'm supposed to go on, and he's like, Brett, I saw some of your material online, and I'm a little worried it's a little too racy for our crowd. And I'm like, yeah. And he couldn't say it, he wanted to say it, but he was referring to some of my dirty, sex, stuff. And he gets, the stuff you talk about with the men and the women. And I thought one of her favorite bits is I talk about women's hair. So I was like, oh, you mean in the bathroom with women's hair? He goes, no, when the women and the men, and they do you call it the kink. And I went, and I so, oh my, pastor, whoa. And I said, no. I said, I don't do any of that. I said, no. I said, I have completely different shows. I almost feel bad that you even saw that. Like my dad saw it. So, yeah. And I don't know why I just did this. You can't see my foot. So anyways, so I felt bad, right? And I said, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's all clean. It's fine. And he goes, okay. So he walks away. And then two of the women, mothers who are in charge of the whole church, whatever organization or PTA kind of parenting thing, they go, oh, you should get him. I go, what? They go, you should tease him on stage. I go, what? And they go, oh, he'll love it. I go, what do you mean? They go, oh, pretend you're going to do something racy. He'll love it. And I was like, I don't know. They're like, yeah. And I'm like, you promise you wouldn't lie to me? And they're like, no, we wouldn't. And they were very, So I was like, all right. So I go on stage. I'm like, how's everybody doing? Hey, all right. I go, so we're going to have fun tonight, And so first of all, I want to kick things off. I got a joke about God. And his face just went white. And he was just, and I was just like, and then I went into the joke and everything was fine. So I thought, after telling that story to you, I thought I would tell you the exact joke that I told to the terrified pastor and the rest of the church. There's a busload full of ugly people. It drives over a bridge, it crashes, and they all die. Don't worry, it's a happy joke. They all go to heaven, and God says, I feel so bad that you all had to die in this unfortunate way. I'm going to grant you all one wish before you enter the kingdom of heaven. And the first, apparently God sounds like a game show host. That's my God voice. Hello, everyone. Candy for everyone. Because I'm Willy Wonka. I don't know. All right, so God says, I feel so bad that you all had to die in this unfortunate way. I'm going to grant you all one wish before you enter the kingdom of heaven. And the first ugly person walks up and goes, I've always wanted to be handsome. And God goes, bing, makes him handsome. He walks right in. First ugly woman walks up and goes, I've always wanted to be beautiful. Apparently that's what an ugly woman sounds like. And God goes, bing, makes her beautiful. She walks right in. He looks at the end of the line and he sees the last guy laughing really hard. So he looks around, can't really figure out why this guy's laughing. So he just keeps going. And that's all these 30 people ever wanted to be. Bing beautiful, bing handsome, bing beautiful, bing handsome, all the way down the line. And now finally gets to the last guy who's doubled over laughing. And God goes, so what do you want your wish to be? And the guy goes, make them all ugly again. And the pastor cracked up. That was great. You totally lied. I went, I got you. I said, you were scared when you thought I was going to do a God joke. That was great. What other fun stuff? How much time do I have? Oh, good. I still have time. So I planned extra stuff. I'm like, which ones am I going to pick? And that one. So another thing that I realized is, about the traveling. Like I said, I don't have to travel as much right now at all. I'm not kidding. I literally was like, it was weird driving a car. And I don't have to fly. Are we fans of flying? Yeah, you guys like to fly? Yeah. Because you're on your Lear jets. I'm in coach sad, and you're just in the front going, peasant. So flying. I think sometimes I like flying. Sometimes there's just the nonsense of flying. And especially, I think it depends on the airline too. I had an experience with, I won't say their name. It starts with a D, ends with an ELTA. But I don't like them. Fans of Delta? Anybody? Are they one of your clients? Good. Let's talk about them. Delta. Oh yeah, Delta. Okay, so here's what happened. Was I was where was I? Oh, that's right. I was going to Vegas, and I got on a flight, and I just oh, that's right. Okay, so I met this flight attendant, and she was a sweetie pie, right? And you know, I'm a dork. I don't know how to meet women. I'm still the dork from high school. But this really beautiful flight attendant is like talking to me, right? And the guy next to me goes, "She's flirting with you," and I go, "No." And he's like, "Yeah." So I start talking to her, right? And we're talking, right? And she gives me free drink tickets, and I'm like, "Oh, all right. I guess Delta doesn't suck." And so, you know, we're talking everything, right? And so then I'm crammed between two other people that I don't know. You know, I was making friends with the guy next to me, but he's also a big dude, and I'm a big dude. So I turned to her and I go, "I saw some extra seats in the back. Is there any way maybe I could, you know, get one of those?" I said, she goes, "Yeah, come on." So I was like, "All right." And so I go to the back, and I'm sitting in the back of the plane, and I have my whole row, and we're talking, and we're flirting, everything's great, right? And then she's like, "I'll be right back," you know? She goes, "I got to go up and we basically, I forgot to say this part, we were sitting for a while. This is why I hate Delta. We were sitting for a while in the terminal, you know? We hadn't left yet. That's why they started doing like service and stuff. And so, but then I said, "Oh, okay, well, this is fun. She's great." But then she goes up to do, you know, the seatbelt, all that stuff, right? And I'm like, I look and I realize there's no one behind me, right? And she's up there, right? So I decided to stand up, right? Because everybody's looking forward and she's doing her thing, and I start going, teasing her while she's doing her explanation. And she goes like this, she goes, like, "Don't do that," right? And then like a couple flight attendants came over and they got angry at me. And I was like, "That's ridiculous. You know, like, why should you get angry at me? Because what she's doing is ridiculous." Like, I just think what the flight attendants do before flights is just ridiculous. Like, if they're going to get up there and bother us every single time, at least, you know, tell us stuff we need to know or be honest. Like, I'd like to see a Delta flight attendant actually come up and go, "Hi, thanks for flying on Delta. Aren't we just the worst? This is how you buckle a seatbelt. If you don't know how to buckle a seatbelt, you're an idiot. I'm surprised you made it on the airplane, you mouth-breathing moron." Oh, and a special hello to our Delta Sky Miles Premier credit card holders. I hope you're all enjoying your comfy seats. If you need anything at all, just ask. We love you. Everybody else, you're poor and we don't care about you. We used to give away free food and drink in the 80s to you, but then we realized we could squeeze even more money out of you while you drink and drink and drink and try to survive this horrible flight. And we pretend we care about you as we come down the aisles and flick little tiny bags of pretzels at you that taste like erasers. Have to go to the bathroom? Good luck. Because just as you start to go to the bathroom, we're going to block the aisle with a cart. And then as you stand in the aisle, waiting to go to the bathroom, we're going to threaten to arrest you. Thanks for flying Delta, suck an egg. Like, that would be more accurate, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm probably never going to do a Delta corporate party. What else? So, you know, the thing with quarantine, being quarantined with your loved ones, does it get a little taxing?
Taxing before.
Oh, hey! Oh, again, I wish you could see this at home. I literally just said, "Does it get taxing?" I look at her and she goes, and he goes, "It was taxing already. Good night, everybody." This must be a comical marriage at home.
Oh, totally.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? It's like a 50s sitcom right here. Just zinger, 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 zinger. It's, you know what? It's, I think, quarantining and COVID and everything, it's a test of relationships, right? Like if you can survive being together this much, then you're good. If you can't, pack those bags. Because you get to see, like my girlfriend and I, she, you know what I realized that she does? She leaves landmines. Women leave landmines. They do. You think you're doing okay and everything, and all right, I'm not going to argue with her about that. Well, okay, no, I'm not bringing that up. And then suddenly it's just like you say one thing to her, one wrong thing, and it's goodbye, Brett. And that's the thing too. It's like you think, and then you think, all right. So I know not to comment on that. I will not bother her about that. Just don't. And you think you're done. You think, okay. You think you're good, right? You feel, now I'm just going to go running through the field, just saying stupid things, And then you go, boom, same landmine is there 3 weeks later. Way under the ground, there's that same landmine. Not even a Green Beret could find that landmine. And you know how I know this is true? All the women in the room are laughing at it. Because they're the ones planting the landmines. That was close to a snort. That was close to a snort laugh. That was like a cartoon giggle I just got out of you. They know they do it. And the men are quiet because they know they don't want to be hit with a landmine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you learn your lessons. Like, you're like, all right, I'm not going to bring that up again. I'm not going to do that. And I'll tell you, one of the lessons I learned, like, we don't go out much right now. But, when we do, I had no idea till living with a woman the 2 hours of special effects that go on in the bathroom. I mean, I applaud you. You walk in there like somebody from a zombie movie. Just, and then you go in there for 2 hours and it sounds like a Home Depot workshop going on in there. Just like, is she belt sanding her face? What is she doing in there? And then I go in for like 2 seconds and she looks like a crackhead trying to do the eyeliner, just doing. And so like 2 hours in there, and then she comes out and she's just like, ding. I'm like, that was like a magic trick. It was amazing. You went from zombie to model. What did just happen? And so I understand it now, but men are just impatient. We just are.
True.
Thank you. And then, smart answer. It's like a game show. What do we got? True. What do we got? Staying quiet. That's correct. What are you supposed to do when she says things about you? Always stay quiet. And that's correct. So here's the thing. So we were going out one night and she was taking forever. And landmine. So she's taking forever, right? And I'm getting impatient. I think men are just impatient, but I'm extra impatient. So I'm like, I'll go in the car. I'm going in the car, get outside the house, and get out. So I'm in the car, and I'm sitting there, and I do this. Fam. Which you can't see at home. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Jen.
Jen just goes, no. Right? As it happened, I'm like, Feep, no. Like, what did you do, Brett? What did you do? And out of the house, like Medusa, firing flames. Just, she got a perm. Her hair was so just, from the heat emanating, just flying out of her head. And she got in the car. And I just, the whole time, I turned into Charlie Brown, just driving quietly the whole time. Oh yeah, I learned that lesson once. Once. You will never honk the horn ever again. Have you had a horn honked at you? How did that go? Not well. I told you it was a TED Talk. You will learn things today. Never honk at her, ever. I don't care if it's 5 hours. If it's 5 hours, watch a Netflix on your phone. Just do not honk at, you could be completely right. You could be going to your own wedding and still do not honk the horn. Ever. But I'll tell you, the thing is, I do applaud women for all you do. I really had no idea, like I'm an actor, so, I've seen, we do makeup and different stuff, which I have a story about me doing makeup, which you will love. But I really applaud all the things women do. And I had no idea till living with her. But I do have to point out one thing. I don't understand, because I'm getting older and, my hair is starting to thin. Get a little gray. I like to call it salt and cinnamon. So starting to thin. I don't understand why men are going bald and women aren't, because you shed enough hair to make a shag carpet. I walked into that bathroom one day, tile floors, little tumbleweeds of hair going by. I don't understand it, just rolling back and forth on the floor. I'm like, do we have a cat? Did we get a cat? Sweetie, did we get a cat? And then I open up the shower curtain. Oh my God, all up and down the walls. I'm like Jumanji vines. I'm like, what is happening? And I get in the shower and I look down at the tub. I thought she was cheating on me because there's a slimy toupee at the bottom of the tub. And I'm like, oh my God, what is that? And then I look over here and it looks like a wad of sloshy hair just sitting there on the side of the tub. And I'm like, what is, she's like, can you get that for me? I'm like, no, you get it. Who does that? Are you just sitting there just going, like, I understand it getting away from you, like on the walls and then it building up, but the wad in the corner, that's what I don't understand. And then I hit this too. I'm showering and I look up, it's on the ceiling. How is it on the ceiling, right? I'm like, when she gets out, does she brush her hair like this? Like, how is it on the ceiling? Because I know it's the brush because she wants to borrow my brush. She's literally like, can I borrow your brush? Why? Because hers is full. Her hairbrush looks like an angry Muppet. I'm like, that's gross. And her hair looks fine and I'm going bald. How's that possible? Again, you can't see what I see. The women laughing, the men going, yep. And I love her anyway. Okay, good. So makeup, yes, my makeup. Oh, you'll love this one. So I had to do makeup. I'll explain this. I got a modeling gig. Thanks, Jen. Tiffany didn't snort before, but Jen just snorted now. I literally said I had a Thanks, that really helps my ego, by the way. I literally said, what'd you say?
I'm here for self-confidence.
You're here for self-confidence. Welcome to the Wealth Management Self-Confidence Seminar. So I literally said, I had a modeling gig. And she went, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Now you're just making up stuff. The hair stuff we believe. You did not. I did! Shut it! I was 19 years old.
50 years ago.
That was worse.
Welcome to the Brett roast, everybody. You said 50 years ago. I'm going to sit over there with him. I'm on his side now. You were on. No, I don't want to hear it. No.
I've been sitting next to him for 35 years. This will be fine.
So, starting to sweat up here. So I had a modeling gig when I was 19.
Well, you
And-
told us we
I'm going to do my show this way because there's no rejection over here. Do it to the wall. I'll be safe. So I was 19. And okay, this is for you. This is how old I am. It was a Sears catalog ad.
Oh my God.
You don't even know what a Sears catalog is.
Wish book.
What?
Wish book.
The what walk?
The Sears wish book.
What's that? Oh, wish book?
Yeah, remember the Sears catalog wish book?
No, I'm not that old. What was the Sears? I think I kind of remember. What was the Sears wish book?
Every year it come out at Christmas, and that was the wish book. You went through and you flipped through and you
Oh.
found out what you wanted for
I
Christmas.
wasn't wishing for him, though.
Wow, Mom's bringing it right now. Mom is bringing it. That was good. I got it. I give you a plot on that one.
Replace you myself. I'm coming up.
You want to come do a quick five? Want to come do a quick five? I'll roast you. Again, I have to share this at home. She said, "Remember the Sears wish book?" And Mom goes, "Well, I wasn't wishing for him." If you saw this picture, I will agree with you. I don't know why they wanted me to be super excited holding a soccer ball. Like literally, the photo is me just. I don't know why, and that was it. Like that was it. But I was excited. You're laughing at me. I know I'm a dork. I was excited. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to be a model. I get to be a model today. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to tell all my friends, you make fun of me, but I'm a model, right?" And so I was all excited, and I couldn't sleep the night before. I was just was sitting up watching TV. I just couldn't fall asleep because I was so excited. And I got like 2 hours sleep. And then I woke up and I was like, "Oh my God, what did I do? I have like huge bags under my eyes. I look terrible." Like all I had to do was get some sleep, take a picture. Like that's all I had to do. And I screwed that up. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I thought back to some a trick that I'd seen on E television, or as MTV or something. And models, when they get bags under their eyes, anybody know what they do?
Old spoons.
What? Spoon? No.
Ice cubes.
Nope. They put preparation H under their eyes. Right. So I go, okay. So I go to McDonald's, get myself a healthy Egg McMuffin breakfast because I'm 19 and I think, well, there's egg in it, must be healthy. So I grab my Egg McMuffin breakfast, throw that on the front seat, go to Walgreens, and I'm looking up and down the aisle, and I made the face you just did. I went, this doesn't sound right. I'm about to put a bunch of butt cream all over my face. So there was no Google back then, and I'm not going to ask the guy, "Excuse me, is it butt cream you put on your face?" So I'm like, all right, let me think about this. Let me think logically. Like, all right. So there's muscles under the eyes. I'm supposed to relax the muscles under the eyes. Oh, Bengay. Raise your hand if you know what Bengay is. Okay. Bengay is the icy hot stuff that you put on your muscles to relax your muscles, like when you run track in high school or whatever, joint problems, it says icy hot stuff. And I'm like, okay, it's to relax the muscles. I'll use that. So grab a tube of that, get in the car, get on the highway. I'm like, I'm going to be a model today. All right. I pop the cap off. I'm sitting in traffic, look in the rearview mirror. Oh yeah, generously. Because, I'm just going to get rid of all the bags. And I'm just like, all right. And I'm driving. And I'm like, all right. Whew. I can feel it working. All right. and it starts to burn. And I'm like, how? Ow, ow. And I'm doing like 55, 65 on the highway. It's starting to pick up. I'm like, oh my God, ow, ow. And my eyes start to involuntarily shut as I'm doing 65 on the highway. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And I'm trying to hold my eye open. And now I grab the Egg McMuffin wrapper. And now I've got Egg McMuffin and Bengay in my eyes. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. And I swerve off the road, right? And I cut this guy off, this huge guy in his truck. And he comes over to my window and he goes, boom, boom, boom. He's like, what's your problem, bro? And I look up at him and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he's like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And he actually escorted me off the highway. Which the moral of that story is, if a big dude's going to beat you up, act like an idiot. And what's funny is I tell that story on stage, and every once in a while somebody in the audience will go, well, did you do the photo? Right. Like, what's funny is I have fun telling the story about the craziness, and I realize, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh my God. I showed up, and the makeup girl, you should have seen her face. I showed up and she's like, oh God. I'm like, help. She's like, come here, sweetie. She put a cold compress on and then put a foundation, which I learned what that was. Again, I applaud what you go through. I had no idea. She put the whole foundation on and you couldn't tell. So it was great.
So did you make the magazine?
Huh?
So did you make
I
the
did.
You did? I mean, you did.
Can I get another water?
Yeah.
Thank you. He's closest, so I forgot to. What else? So I realized, my whole thing. Oh, thank you. Hey, you are. How tall are you?
6'4".
6'4"?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
See, somebody else could have brought it to me, but Dave got up because that's what they do here at Wealth Management. Even the boss will bring you water. Ooh, that's good. So, I realized my goal in life at this age. Welcome back. Just to recap, Delta Airlines sucks. Apparently, I'm an ugly model. How are we doing? We still live?
Yeah.
We're still recording? Good. So, what I was saying was...
United's going to hire you for the next party, though.
What'd you say?
United's going to hire you for the
Right.
next party.
Oh, no, you'll love that. I did a Chase party. It was a Christmas party. I came on stage and I went, "What's up, Citibank?"
What's in your wallet?
Nice. I'm going to bring you on the road with me.
Please?
And David back with the singer.
Wish I won't be quarantining with him.
I said, "Can I bring you on the road with me?" He goes, "Please, please, take my wife, please." So I realized, I'm getting older, and when you get old, when you're a kid, you're like, "I'm never going to be like you, Dad," and then you just turn into your father. Oh, it's going to happen.
It already is. You're so good looking.
Yeah. Whoa.
He's already there.
He's already nice. You're getting Christmas presents just for that comment. Just for that comment, you're getting Christmas presents. Yeah, he acts like his dad.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I think there's the things about our fathers that we want and the things we don't. Like, here's something about mine. My dad pretty much is just, around the house. He walks around in a wife beater and boxers. He's just given up completely. And I used to think it was him. And then I realized it's my mother. My mother causes this. Yeah. You're like, what? I'm like, yeah, no, my mother is the reason for this. I realized it because I would come back, for family dinners and see it happen. Like we'd be sitting there eating dinner. And my mother's like, Richard, are you wearing your good shirt? Don't wear your good shirt. If you wear your good shirt, you're going to get food on your good shirt. Don't wear your good shirt. Why are you always wearing your good shirt when we're eating? Oh, Joan, you said I should dress nice. Don't wear your good shirt. Why are you wearing a good shirt? He finally gave up and said, I'm not going to wear a shirt. Wears a wife beater. And then there was another time he's in the kitchen. My dad's a fix-it guy, which I love. Like I said, there's the things you love. He taught me how to fix anything. You know, I could take a phone apart. I could anything. So he's sitting there in the kitchen. He's fixing something, right? In a wife beater and his khaki pants. And my mom's like, Richard, why are you working in your good pants? You're working in your good pants. You're going to get oil on your good pants. Well, Joan, what do you want? I have to wear pants. I'm working in the kitchen. It's fine. I'm using a towel. You're going to ruin your good pants, Richard. You're wearing it. So what does he do? He's not wearing pants. Now it's just wife beater and boxers. Thank God he doesn't have good underwear. But he's a jokester. He taught me, you know, like my dad was always see, that was his downfall a little bit too. He's a jokester, which taught me to be a jokester. So when I would get angry at my dad, you know, it would come right back to him. Like there was this one time, you know, I was your typical high school kid, just sitting in my room pouting about something. This is for you. Just rocking out to Huey Lewis and the News. Okay, I guess that was for you. And I'm
Black and white music.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite music?
Music.
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who's your favorite? Turn out.
No, he likes the Temptations.
You like the Temptations?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I like similar music. Yeah, I'll get to mine in a second. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So my dad, I'm sitting in my room and I'm just, you know, blasting my speakers, playing the same song over and over, you know, having so many feelings, you know, as high school kids do. Why'd you look at him for that?
He was laughing.
Apparently you have a lot of feelings. So I'm just sitting there and I'm just rocking out to the same song over and over, just pining, I think, about a girlfriend or something. And my dad's banging on my door because my mother is yelling at my father, you know, going, tell your son to turn his music down. You know, when I'm bad, I'm his son. You know, tell your son to turn his music down. You know, he's banging on. I have my door locked. He's like, we don't do locked doors in this house. Of course, I'm like, apparently we do. I was a mischievous kid. I went to the hardware store and bought a lock for my door. Yeah. Oh, it was a good time for my parents. So my father, being the smart man that he is, goes out the front door, around the side of the house, to the back side of the house, finds the fuse to my room, goes, boo, power off. I'm in my room. He goes to the kitchen. My mom's watching her programs. I crawl out my window, fall to the floor, go around to the fuse box, turn mine back on, and turn my mother's off so she'll go yell at my dad. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. No, it was good times in my house for my parents. But yeah, turning into my father, falling asleep. Does he fall asleep?
Oh, yeah.
All the time. All the time.
All the time? Yeah?
I'm so stimulated.
Again, you can't see both children and mom at the same time in harmonious tone. Yep. Yeah, it's happening to me too. Like I just, you know, and it'll happen to you too. So get ready, champ. You will mock him, and then he will have his day where he's like, ha 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 ha. Thank you.
He sees a chair in his high school like this.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing is, we're in denial. It's not about falling asleep. It's being in sleep denial. You know, like I'm in my sleep denial years, you know. My dad's in the I don't give a crap years. He just shows up to a holiday party, finds a Barca lounger, before the party starts, sits and that's it, and he's out. We went to him too? Yeah. Because he can't, because at a certain point you give up. We fight it. That's the thing, is we fight it for so many years. And then you cross that age line, you're like, I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win this battle. I'm going to fall asleep. You're like, we would go to the movies. I would go with my mother and father in the movies. And, right? You know where this is going, right? Well,
He pays for a nap.
Right. We go to the movie. I take my parents to the movies, and I'm like, Dad, just stay at home. Then I don't have to spend on a $30 nap. You know? And he gets angry about it. Like, we'll sit there in the movie theater, and he'll sit next to me. It was me, my dad, my mom, right? And it's like 5 minutes into the movie, and he was a snorer?
Oh, yeah.
We have to touch the movies.
Right. That's what happened. My mother hits my father, and he goes, "Why, Joan? Why?
That's it.
Right. Why are you bothering me? Because you're snoring like a dying, choking bear in the middle of a matinee, by the way. That's the thing. There's no way we're going to a night movie. If we go to why would we go to a night movie? He's asleep before we've left the house. This is a matinee, so he can see it, so we all can see it, me included, so I don't fall asleep. But in the middle of the day, matinee, and so there's barely anybody in the theater. So it's just echoing throughout the theater. And my mom's just like, hits him. So, all right, so he's up, and we're watching the movie. Another 5 minutes goes by, and she hits him again. And he goes like this, oh, God. Like a bear. And he gets up, goes and finds a seat in the back of the theater, and goes back to sleep. And after the movie, like I said, I'm the jokester, but he doesn't miss a beat. After the movie, I tease him. I go, "How'd you like the movie, Dad?" And he goes, "Not so much." I'm like, "How can you comment on the movie?" Because I'm like, "You didn't even see it." He goes, "I saw enough." I do love that the reaction on the snoring over here, because I have a feeling we are of the same snore decibel, as I'd like to call it. Yeah, you're in denial, bro. Oh, you think yours is worse?
Oh, yeah.
Is his?
It sounds like a train coming at you.
It sounds like a train coming at you. Can any of you imitate it? They all go to the sun.
Speakerphone?
What?
Speakerphone?
Do I have a speakerphone?
Megaphone?
A megaphone? What?
They make that up.
They make that up. Like I said, denial.
When we were kids, we nudged him when we went on a family vacation. We were all in the same hotel room, so we could fall asleep first before him beating everybody else.
I rarely did it while I was driving.
I rarely did it while I was driving. Ding. Yeah, no, it's the same. It's the same at my house now too, because yeah, I mean, I'm the snorer. I'm not in denial about it. I am in my fall asleep denial years, because when you get to that age, you can't fight it anymore. You just, but right now it's like, I call it nap roulette, because you start to take naps you didn't plan on, I just sit and I'm out. I didn't plan on it. I didn't plan on it. And I call it nap roulette because you don't know if it's gonna be a 20-minute nap. Nope, 2 hours. It's gonna be 2 hours. It's gonna be 2 hours. You don't know. You don't know because we're getting old and our body's just done. So we don't know, right? And the worst is the light change. Like if you fall asleep right around like 4 o'clock and then it's dark and you just and it's almost like a sleep hangover. Like you wake up and there's drool, you're disoriented, you're not sure where you are. And now it's like 6 and you're like, should I just call it a night? Am I really getting back up to do things for 2 hours? And then you smell food in the kitchen and you're like, apparently I'm gonna eat, and then go right back to bed. I'm gonna eat that delicious dinner. I'm gonna try to watch Netflix. Notice I said try, because that's the thing with me. Try to watch Netflix. I will sit down, excited to watch something new that I haven't seen with my girlfriend. We'll sit on the couch, big bowl of popcorn, and like 5-10 minutes into the movie, I'm just and I'm out. And I'm out every single time. And I try to stay awake, but it's not gonna happen. And then she'll hit me. So that's when I turn to my father. She'll hit me. I'll be like, why? What? Why? Why? Right? Like it's her fault. Like it's her fault somehow. It's her fault somehow. She'll be like, just go in the bedroom. I'm like, no, I wanna watch the movie. She's like, no, you wanna keep me from watching the movie because I'm watching the movie and there's a dying bear next to me. As I'm trying to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She loves Buffy the Vampire Slayer. How much time I got? Oh, wow, I'm running out of time. All right, let me wrap this up. What's fun? All right. Yeah, I guess I got to do that for you guys. This will be for you. Because it's all against you. It's all against the men in the room for a while. I got to throw it back for a minute. Is a fart joke too dirty? Can I do a fart joke?
She'll love it.
Do I want to know why she'll love the fart joke?
We'll find out.
All right. So here is all right. So I got to, okay. So I realized that is the see women there. I realized there's like the Oz curtain. There's the Oz curtain that isn't pulled when you're dating. When you're dating, they do everything behind closed doors and show up, and look beautiful and they hide. Like I had no idea women fart until living with a woman. That's why 25-year-olds look like this, because they're just holding in their farts all the time. They're just holding in their farts all the time. Just walking around holding in their farts. And so there you cross that threshold. And there's that day the day the Oz curtain gets pulled is the day just farts are allowed in the house. It's just no holds barred. It's just going to happen. And you're like, what? Really? This is happening? But we had what we call the fart story. And the reason I know this story is she's actually told it to me now. And what happened was I was living in a small little 1-bedroom, and we're in bed, we're watching Netflix, just watching TV. And we had gone out to dinner and something wasn't sitting quite right with her. And, we had only been dating like, a couple months, like 6 months, about 5 months, whatever. So, she goes, well, I got to go get some water from the kitchen. I'll be right back. And she goes around the corner, and I mean around the corner because the kitchen is like, it's a small 1-bedroom, and she's in the kitchen and she's like, I want to know why you're all looking at her, by the way. And she goes like this. She comes back in the bedroom. She lies back down. I go, everything okay? She's like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. So we're watching TV, and like a couple minutes later, she's like, and she's like, I'll be right back. I'm like, everything okay? She's like, yeah, I just need to get some water. I'll be right back. Oh God, why? Why is this happening? Oh God, no, that's not good. Oh God. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. She comes back in, sweating. And about 5 minutes later, I have to go get some water. So I go trotting off into the kitchen. Oh my God! What is that? Oh my God! Did a possum die? What is that? Oh my God! She comes running into the kitchen. She goes, sweetie? And I go, yeah? She goes, you need to take out the trash. It smells gross in here. And I'm not kidding. I, in the snow, took out the trash. Just, yeah. She told me that years later. I'm like, really? So why are you, why?
She's got like 9 stories like that.
Oh, really? Like 9 stories?
29.
Probably 29 stories? So he's the snorer, you're the farter? Is that what it is?
It's a loud house.
What?
It's a loud house.
It's a loud house. And on that note, everybody, yeah, I have run out of time. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. And here's the Grand Poobah one more time.
Hey, Brett, thank you so much. Hopefully, we've lightened your day a little bit, made things come out that you just haven't laughed in a while, because we have. If you're interested in hiring Brett for something, some organization, just give us a call. We'll give you his number, pass it on to you. He's going to need the money because the check is going to bounce that we gave him. So he's going to need every little help he can get. But again, thank you so much. We appreciate your business. And please, please, please call if you have any questions. Okay? Bye.